Hi, I'm Jerry Green. He's not Mike Bianchi. He's BBGA, best bald guy available, also known as Kyle Hightower. This is Keeping Score One-on-One, where we entertain three of the best questions in sports today. 60 seconds per question, that's all we get. And if we should try to go over 60 seconds, yes, Clocky the Clown will put a stop to that. Why is Clock? Well, anyway. First question, let's get rolling, Kyle.
Let's do it.
Dwight Howard, has he been exposed?
Jerry, he's definitely been exposed. This kid is a great raw and young talent, but in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. Teams get to watch you. They get to see what you've done all season. 18-12 is great in the regular season, but it's nothing in the playoffs. This kid has definitely been exposed.
How can you say he's been exposed? You listen to the guys on TV. Everybody agrees this is still one of the great young big guys in the NBA today. That hasn't changed.
There's no doubt about it, but the kid has no post moves. Where are his post moves? The guy wants to develop into a guy like KG, Kevin Garnett, and have more time in the post to develop and to have an outside shot. He doesn't have the skills yet. The kid is exposed.
So what Magic do? Get rid of him? Just stick with Tony Battie? Is that your answer?
Here's an idea. Let the guy get out of the post for a little bit. Let him try his moves outside. Let him try to develop some things instead of sticking the guy to the basket.
Oh, now wait a minute now. So maybe you're saying the coaching has been exposed more than the player, huh?
But he's just a guy trying to learn the game.
All right, that was it for question one. Kyle, what's question two?
Moving on, Jerry. Barry Bonds. The guy's kind of slid under the radar. First part of the season. It's time to get to the crunch time. He's 15 away from passing Hank Aaron. Will he feel the pressure as he gets close to passing the man?
The funniest thing you just said was he's been kind of slipping under the radar. Barry Bonds doesn't know how to slip under the radar. Barry Bonds is always on the radar. And no, he's not going to feel any added pressure just because he's going to try to catch the man. Barry Bonds, that's not going to bother him.
It's one thing to pass the guy, the great Bambino, who's been deceased for I don't know how long. It's another thing to pass a living legend like Hank Aaron, a guy that's respected, across the board. Everybody loves Hank. Hank Aaron will not show up to watch him pass his record. You don't think that's going to play on the guy's mind?
It might be on your mind if you're in that position because you're a wimp, but not Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds feeds on anger. Anger doesn't make him hesitate. Anger makes him play harder, and he will feed on this situation.
Steroid allegations are one thing, Jerry, but when the guy is feeling the pressure and feeling like here's a situation where the most respected guy in baseball doesn't want to be a part of what I'm doing, that's got to weigh on the guy's shoulders.
Oh, yeah, sure. Barry Bonds is staying up at night. All right. Question three, and we're going back to the Magic because, truthfully, we may not get to talk about them next week. Let's talk about them right now. Here's the basic question. Will they win one playoff game?
Jerry, their best chance to win one playoff game came and went. You catch the good team like Detroit in the beginning. Catch them when they're really slacking. You don't catch them during the crunch time down the stretch. You don't catch them when it's like they're trying to put you away. They're going to come in here and they're going to steal 2 games from the Magic. They're not going to win any.
You catch them when you're at home. You look at the NBA, nobody except Detroit on the East wins on the road at all. It wasn't surprising the Magic didn't win on the road. It was kind of surprising they only lost by 8 both times. Only lost by 8 on the road. Detroit obviously just kind of messes around, just kind of wastes situations. They will knock off Detroit in at least one game in Orlando, maybe both games in Orlando.
They're tired of hearing the headlines themselves about Detroit can't put people away. Detroit gets lethargic during games. They're going to come in here and handle business.
They haven't been tired about it so far. They still play like that. They're a lazy team. They are not nearly as good as people like you want to give them credit. They are not a great basketball team. They're a good team that thinks too much of themselves. Okay, that was it. That was the end of Keeping Score One-on-One, which, like we tell you every week, you can hear this now while you're watching. You can also catch a whole hour of this Monday through Friday mornings, 9 to 10 a.m. on 740 The Team in Orlando, Florida. So if you're watching on YouTube, catch a plane and come on down. Meanwhile, Clocky wants to say, even though it doesn't say, one more thing. What is it? What?
That's right. The rookie takes over, Jerry. Remember it, baby.
Cut it out. That's just wrong. Who wrote that in the script? I want to see the script. That wasn't in my script. Where'd that come from? Are we off the air? I hope so.